Ndị be anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị si ka nke onye chiri ya zelu. Anyị si n'ụbọchị nke taa adịrị unu na mma na ihe adịka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru otu akwa ya adịrịrị ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị, ọ bụ na nke ụbọchị izi gị na-esere n'iru akwụkwọ kabarụ kepụsa ya bụ ozi ije gị n'ugbu a. Maka ya wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ evening tea n'iru akwụkwọ. Ya bụ ife bụ gbasịta maka the update on Biafran Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa Njoko. Biafrans kwuru okwu dị iche iche and a lot of improvement na-adị. So anyị chọkwunu ga ya bụ discussion ihe ụmụnna anyị were ịgwa anyị on the latest update gbasara Maazị Simon Ekpa and the Nigerian government. So dịka ihe ga ya bụ ife ga-esi dropụrụ anyị ife iche n'ụdị nke gị n'iru akwụkwọ. All right, over to you, sir.
Moses and Joshua, Moses died, but Joshua took over. But Nnamdi Kanu did not die, but God allowed it with the plan and the evil plan, which Kenya was the the road they use in kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu, taking him out of this space. And God has raised a man like our Prime Minister. And he took over. The mantle took over. When Nnamdi Kanu was doing the theory, this young man, our Prime Minister, did not buy. This spirit has not entered him. He was defending the empire or the supermarket that British created, which called Nigeria, where they are eating and enjoying themselves. The young man was defending them until God say it is time. Joshua, prepare yourself, it is time, take over. And the spirit entered him. The spirit entered him. Nnamdi Kanu will be alive. The Simon Ekpa will be alive, and they will be celebrated alive. It's not celebrating them in death. What I am trying to say is that it is high time that Biafra will know, as one of our sisters have said, that this thing can never come from these people we are expecting. They can never give us what we are looking for. They can never defend us. But glory be to God, who has made it possible that Biafra have been declared. And this is the plan they have. They have this plan. Thank God that this lioness, our COS, now was smart enough to be able to take every step. Every step. It seems like he was taking it from the heart of our PM, and he be able to declare Biafra. He declared Biafra that 29. If have not been that, what they wanted to do is to be able to use those cankerworm within system, within Biafra cabinet, and be able to make sure that they delay the declaration. I choose, sir, let me say this to every Biafran. If have been that this thing has happened, I am telling you, what happened, the Biafra coming will never be, in fact, it will not be in our time. It will not be in our generation. But what we know that Biafra has become a spirit that can possess any other person. But seeing it possible in this generation, I don't think it's possible. But God did it. No matter their plan and their program, the Biafra was declared before the time. That's why the Bible says, I will go. The Lord said that he had made the wisest of enemy. He had made them to become foolishness. They were shocked that Biafra was really declared. Anywhere Biafra is going now, matter of Biafra is going now, is going as an independent nation that need to secure their territory, that need to secure their land borders, which means Biafrans, everyone should wake up. It until the Biafran give them what they need before they can know, before they will know that these people have been is ready to take their freedom by the hand. I am here to tell you there's nothing Again, thank God that Biafra have been declared, and what we are looking for is to be able to go ahead, defend our territory, defend our border. When they begin to see what they're not supposed to see, they will know that this generation is not that generation of our that was swallowed that time. There are things God has given to us, wisdom and the equipment. We must defend ourselves. We will not wait for them. We must defend ourselves. Both in media, they cannot close it. Both everywhere on the land, we must defend ourselves. They are crying that, and they are the one that invented the social media. They cannot cancel it. We must defend ourselves. In social media, we will continue talking. In the Biafra land, men, you, all of us, we must carry weapons, defend ourselves. How can you come to kill me and I close mouth? God punish that person that say, I will open my eyes and die as a chicken. Even a chicken is better. A chicken can run because he knows that he want to kill. He will shout and spread its wings and fly away. But he cannot say to Biafra that he will be killing Biafra. Okay, in Western Nigeria, in the Yoruba now, they have already started Sharia law. Who have ever had this? That these people these people close mouth. You don't hear the cry of others. They have started the Sharia law. Others are saying no. They are protecting. They are doing this. We did not change anything. They have started it. It has started. And this is what Nnamdi Kanu was shouting. And Simon Ekpa came and carried it up and shout, oh, rise up, oh, and defend yourself. Even retired soldier mention it. How can he said that in Nigeria security agencies, Nigeria army, he is colluding with them. He collude, and no international body carry that news. No international body carry that news. If it is anything that something that have no head, if it is issue of religion, pastor or whatever, you know that he cannot do it. CNN will carry it. This one will carry it. But you hear a general saying that Nigeria is is the one colluding with the terrorists. Nobody, no international news carry it. Biafrans, it is time that we will rise up and take our destiny in our hands. Listen, this is issue. You can't move. God can't move until you move. God can't move until you move. We must move and take our destiny in our hands. One thing I know, that no matter whatever they're doing in Finland, our PM must come out shortly. He must come out. But I pity them that in those in our borders, they will see it like never before. They will see it like never before. Even if it is our PM normally say, I am the last bus stop. This generation is the last bus stop. I just want to hand the mic. The other person will talk. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Apostle Stephen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that amazing speech. You have spoken very well, and the Biafrans have heard you and heard you clearly. You made some great points, and it is clear that our fate is in our hand. The Western interest has played its game again. We waited to make it clearer before we speak, and now we are not only speaking, other international organizations are also weighing in, and we can't be silent. I welcome you, my beloved brother Christian. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you, my brother Christian. Thank you for joining us. And go ahead and speak to us, my brother Christian. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, morning, Mazi Choose.
You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you so much for the effort, for your consistency. You know, that is the key. So we appreciate a lot. Thank you so much. But I don't know, because it's been very busy for me in and out and stuff. So is there any, because I don't want to like deviate or go there. I don't know what exactly. Is it from the program yesterday that?
Yeah, based on the program yesterday, based on the press conference yesterday by the Deputy Prime Minister and the lawyer. So that's what we are speaking. It is now very, very clear that the Finnish authorities, Finnish government have somehow colluded with Nigerian government indirectly to continue to detain our
Yeah.
Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And when you see the lawyer comparing it with what is happening to Cho Ayoba today,
Mm.
he drag it that it is just the same thing as playing out in Norway and in Finland. It's really worrisome, and we have to speak about it. You know, we have waited a long time until it becomes clearer. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
but the thing is that obviously, like for me, way before now, I've maybe a year or couple, maybe 2 years ago, thereabout, when Finland was struggling, they began to struggle, and there was attempt by some countries to stop them from joining NATO. So that is when I knew personally. I felt that that was going to be like the deal breaker. So countries like Britain, I like to speak of what I know, but I think France also, because more or less
Yes.
they are like 5 and 6. France is handling the francophone, the Cameroon and stuff like that. The Britain, of course, Nigeria is their business center. Everybody knows that. They can even they everybody knows that. So obviously they can work together on this ground to keep, just doing what they've been doing forever. So I don't mean sword when I say that these are our enemies. They
Yeah.
are our natural enemies, and it's not
Yeah.
gonna change. Yeah, it just not. You see, racism. Having lived in Western world for many decades now, I came to the conclusion that it's a natural phenomenon.
It is. It is.
Uh-huh. So
We
it's
can't
not
deny
something.
that.
Uh-huh. So it is a natural phenomenon. They try to kind of, but we know at the end of the day what it is. And for Finland, they've been kind of like neutral or nice to an extent, but it got to a point, like I say, maybe a year or two ago, where they had to succumb, because their quest to join NATO was also on condition based. You remember that our PM was interviewed, Simon Ekpa was interviewed maybe a year or two ago also by a British correspondent, if you remember, right?
Yeah, yeah, sent by Arise Television. And they refused to
Exa-
air it.
Exactly.
It was our prime minister that aired it.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't ordinary. This is how they roll, They use every apparatus, but at the end of the day, the main figurehead remains what you see. So obviously from then and then with the Finland pushing to join, so and Turkey and some few, I think mostly Turkey was became a hindrance, an obstacle in their way to joining NATO. That is where Britain and the French they step in and say this guy is causing problem or in their own eyes, because for them Nigeria is their business entity, So and if you try to disrupt their business entity, they will go after you. They did it with their own citizen, their own Nnamdi Kanu, who carries their own, who has their citizenship. So they collaborated with the zoo and some of our idiotic or greedy Biafrans too in the DOS and the governors put together, because it takes a lot, and they all worked together to cement the situation that Nnamdi Kanu is in now. But we are not perturbed. We are not that we won't be stopped. You can be rest assured. And we thank you, that you continue to raise men and women who will not give in. So, and they are strong, but God is stronger than them. I've always known that, they will all collapse on their own weight, because what they engaged in is evil, pure man's inhumanity to man. That is what their behavior is all about. Anybody can want to spin it however they want, but it's just obvious fact that what you do not um, or treat others the way you want them treat yourself. That is what the word of God says, right? But they don't believe in all these things. This is not how they roll, So they don't believe in God. They don't believe in humanity. They just say it in the mouth, but it's not in their heart. I'm telling you, having lived with these people for so long, forget all this. That one was telling me that if we are this, blah blah blah, we won't let you people talk. I say, are you kidding me? You know. So, but what can I say? Everything, everything will come to a head very soon, and they will be put to shame. They will definitely be put to shame, because if you can't continue to hold people down, and they didn't do you anything, and you think that by nature, that nature will allow you to continue, a lot is happening, and a lot will continue to happen moving forward. Like I always said, Trump, that is the, like, America never really had, maybe many decades or centuries ago, but or maybe few that are different, or unlike what they have now. Whom that is Trump, whom doesn't necessarily, he doesn't go with the flow. Yeah, he doesn't just so, and that is why there's so much opposition to him too, because they know that this evil globalist agenda, he doesn't buy it. He may do something. Yeah, he sometimes, occasionally, maybe he can go wrong or do something. Because of course, he's a human being. He has his own interest too as a human being. But in overall scheme of things, he just doesn't roll with them. So, and it's incredible that the these are people who, from the get go, came together and decided that the black man was going to be at the bottom of all races. I keep saying it, and it's not accident. And but having said that, I think there is enough blame to go around, because as you make your bed, so you lie on it. So we are not immune or exempted from the blame. We have our own, because again, yeah, because if you are, the saying in the zoo that Mugu fall, Gaimang whack. That is the nature of the beast. Anytime you fall victim, anytime, for whatever reason, maybe you are naivety or stupidity or ignorant, whatever it is, you fall. Well, somebody's gonna whack because it's the nature of the.
Once you put a price tag on yourself, there must be somebody out there who will be able to pay that price and take the money and take the content. It's always there. The greatest mistake anybody can do is to put a price tag on yourself.
Yeah.
Once you put a price tag, there will be somebody out there that can be able to pay.
Exactly.
And that is what is happening in Africa. Those people are more especially in this our struggle. There are people who are always putting a price tag on themselves.
Yeah.
Once they come into the struggle, the way they talk, the way they attend to issues, the way they behave, you see that they are already putting a price tag on themselves.
Yeah. So obviously, like, when we had the likes of the Nnamdi Azikiwes, people ordinarily, you would think they are well taught, but for some whatever reason, they contributed to the mess that we are trying to dog ourselves out of today. And it's real. The situation is real, because, like that brother was saying before, as it is now, Sharia has commenced in Yoruba land. In some states,
it doesn't concern them. It doesn't show any concern. In a secular country.
For me, I've always known that it will start there, and from there they will try to spread it all over. So that is how, and it doesn't matter the cost. It doesn't matter how long it takes. That's how they're gonna push it. Because for the Yorubas, they were already many decades ago. They've allowed themselves to be infiltrated. And sometimes it comes with a price too, when they were all this while, dining with them, at the detriment of Biafrans, rotating and sharing power and wealth and political positions in the country back and forth between them and the North. When now chicken has come home to roast. So it's going to happen. And by the time it starts, people will be watching. Because they don't know no bound. These Islamic Sharia proponents, crusaders, they don't know no bound. They just keep chipping in. They said the Sharia is only for Muslims. It's not a pure lie. When they bring it into the state, slowly but surely, everybody is gonna become, will be affected for sure. Because then they will start giving you reasons, and before you know it, because their eyes is strictly on the ball. That's to take over. They take over the judiciary, they take over the political position. So by the time they now complain that you are being accused of indecent behavior, maybe you are eating during Ramadan and you are eating in public, or you dress certain way, or you bring tradition which they believe is against their religion of Islam. So then you will have nowhere to run to. You have nowhere to defend you. You have nowhere to hide because they would have taken over the political powers and all the position. So you will be subjected. You will be forced into it. They've done it everywhere they go, and they keep doing it. And that's what they're going to do in Yoruba land. And if the Christian section stand up to fight, well, then we shall see how far they can go with the fight. Because when you open your door and you allow the enemy to come in and sow a bad seed, it germinates.
Who is going to stand up? Is it Kumuyi that is now living in UK? Is it Kumuyi that is now living in UK and he's going to
Adeboye? Adeboye, who is in business? Adeboye is in business transaction with them, with El-Rufai, and with Sanusi and the rest of them.
Exactly.
Adeboye is in business with them, So
I think the accusation of his son came out last time when his son refused to execute the contract they gave to his son.
Exactly.
And they went and killed the case.
So the thing is, and that is the price that the likes of Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and some other more, that is the price that we are paying, even though they've also, they are doing everything they can to infiltrate Biafra land using our so-called political elite, whom they've sold their soul, they've sold their conscience for a pot of porridge, I never, ever believe in them. These people are primarily our enemy number one. That is this so-called political elite. Because they know about this thing we're talking about. They know the agenda of the Fulani, but they've agreed to become a complicit in it. So that is the situation. But thank goodness, like I said, we will never, ever allow. We have said it from beginning. Do your thing, do your religion, Sharia, whatever. It's not who we are. Your attempt to impose it on us will never work. If you remain one person, we will continue to resist it. And if you're going to force us to become what we are not, we will become. Just to make sure we protect who we are. So there's the global conspiracy, of course. Of course there is, 100%. But God too, in his wisdom, knows why he's doing what he's doing in this time we live in. Because we live in we are living in an amazing time, if I can use the word, And moving forward, a lot is going to be happening. It's terrible. It is terrible, my brother. Let me just hang around. I'm still around with you for now. It's been somewhat very busy, but I'm around for now. Yeah.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that contribution. I appreciate you. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, anywhere you are watching us from, you must understand that we are now in a very critical time, and every one of us must change our mind and change our direction of thoughts. It is now very clear the conspiracy against us is clear. It is no longer something that we're going to pretend about. We have waited for a long time to make it clearer. Let people not say we are speculating. Let people not say maybe we are too fast to react. It has now become very clear. And I thank Chukwu Okame that the information began to come from our lawyer and again from organizations writing boldly about the role that Finland is playing today in the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Simon Ekpa. We know that Mazi Simon Ekpa has not committed any crime. And this is just the same thing playing out again.
Sorry, Mazi Choose.
Is it?
Yeah, if you don't mind, can I ask, the organization of emerging African countries,
yeah.
Who are they? Is it somewhere? I mean, do we have any like the numbers of the countries, or what is something one can Google online, or I mean, like?
Yeah, you can Google online. You will see the number of countries who are involved there. There are many African countries that are involved and registered with it. Many
Really?
of them. Yeah.
As many as how many? Do you have any idea?
Oh, I can't give the actual figure now, but it's online. You Google it, you will see. You will get the information there.
Just,
Imagine it's been there for a long time. It's been there for long.
okay, just as I stated now, Organization of Emerging African Nations.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the thing is that anyway, I think it's more like what I was saying before. You know, the French and the British. When it comes to Nigeria, the British, you know, they've always insisted that nobody should interfere. That they own it. It's their business center. They run it. So yeah, it has always been like that. But we are believing that things will begin to change moving forward due to the changes that has taken place. Amazing change has just happened. So we see how it goes, because yeah, these people, Britain. Oh no. I don't know. In your face, this is in your face enmity. That is what it is. They are not even, it's not hidden. They can pretend all they want. We know the game they play, you know. And Finland, it's just sad that Finland just so succumbed to their evil, to the evil of what, you know. So they not ordinarily they would have, you know, continued down the path, because Finland understand Biafra. They know that what happens in Biafra and continue to happen will not be acceptable in anywhere in the world, especially not in European countries, you know. But because Finland is fighting for Ukraine, they are helping Ukraine, you know, to be a free people. So how can you turn around and you fight people who also wants to be free? That doesn't make any sense, you know. But sorry, my brother, I just got.
It's okay. Thank you. It is so sad that it is happening, but whatever happens, every one of us have to be focused and understand that our freedom is in our hand, and we are going to take it whether they like it or not. You're welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead and speak to us, brother Maxwell. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mazuchuk, and good morning from my little beautiful city of Bolgatanga in Upper East region. Namoche, I salute you. Is it Brother Chooks, right?
Christian.
Brahmans. Morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Uncle. How are you, sir?
We thank God, though. And you?
I'm fine. I thank God that I have woken up today, at least to join you once again to continue my trash that I always talk about.
You're doing well. You are doing well. You are doing well, Brahman. Sometimes I see you in other platforms. You know, you are doing well. Keep on the good work.
Thank you, Namoche. Thank you. I'm grateful. You see, like Mazi Christian said, if you look at Ukraine, you see, militarily, if you look, Ukraine is not fighting, it's not defending themselves. Ukraine. The war between Russia and Ukraine is a proxy war by NATO members in order to get close at Russia, as close as they can at Russia. So this is what they are doing. It's a proxy war. Militarily, I am not in support of it. Do you remember that they signed an agreement not to allow Ukraine to be a member of NATO? Do you remember they signed an agreement under NATO that no defense weapons must be, stationed around Russia? But America started the intention of deploying, this air defense system in Poland. Have you forgotten?
Yeah.
As against the agreement they signed.
Yeah.
Now they are now trying to bring in Ukraine into NATO after signing that agreement with Russia. So if you were Russia, what will you do? Because the closer these people comes to you, the more you are at risk. And that is the reason why Russia is responding with Cuba. I was in Cuba for some time. That is the reason why, because at Miami, you will be looking at Havana, where they call Miramar, Havana Miramar. In the night in the hotel, there was the hotel that I lived there, they called Neptune Triton Hotel. It's a twin tower hotel. At 18th floor, you'll be looking in the night, you'll be looking at Miami street lights, just across the Caribbean Sea. Just across the Caribbean Sea. I don't know whether you remember the time when a 70-something or 80-something-year-old woman swam across Cuba to Miami, Florida. An old woman. She swam across that. That is it. It's not far. It is 45 minutes by air. It's not far. That is the reason why when this, you remember that Russia sent their own nuclear powered submarine to Cuba recently. This is a battle of agreement that they failed to fulfill, just like what Nigeria did to Biafra, Ojukwu, Effiong, and the rest of the Biafrans. That's what they did to them. They reneged on the agreement that they and push Ukraine, use Ukraine now as a Ponzi in order to get at Russia. And that is what Russia is fighting. That is what Russia is fighting. That is exactly.
Ndị be anyị dịka o si dị, unu anụgonu ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'elu akwụkwọ. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ dịka ịnụ ya bụ ife ka ị were ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile ọ rụtagasị aka dị iche iche gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ihe si ada na obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana ka ya bụ ife si ada na ndịda anyanwụ nke anyị na-akpọ Eastern Region. Ka ife were ikwu na ya, drop all your own comment, your own contribution on the comment section below. Darudi na ụmụnne m, chetakwa ọzọ na ihe a bụkwa Eastern News 24 ka esikwa wee na-wetara ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa. Ka emesịa na ụmụnne m.